Ajit Kumar sir, could you please go off camera, if that's all right? Ajit Kumar Panda sir, could you please turn off your camera?
Ajit sir,
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the fifth day of the 5-day ATAL FTP on productivity enhancement titled Technology, Industry and Education 4.0, sponsored by AICTE and being organized by Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, NIT Warangal. I'm really happy to welcome you all to the last day of the FTP. It's been a great journey so far. So the first session for today is by Professor Amlan Bhattacharya, and I request Ravi Prakash to introduce the resource person to the audience, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to talk about Professor Amlan Bhattacharya, sir. So he's a trainer, he's a teacher and an edupreneur. Amlan sir has done his MBA from the University of Wales, UK, and MCOM from Periyar University. He's an MPhil trainer at Tata Institute of Social Sciences. He's an official resource person for the Government of Karnataka at the Assembly House in CEG department. He's the co-founder and director of ThrottlePad 2.0, which provides soft skills training and placements training to various institutes and organizations. He also worked as a faculty member at various institutes like Aravalli Institute of Management, Marx School of Business, and TestMac London School of Business, Bangalore. So in his career, he provided training to various educational institutions like Symbiosis, NIT, TIS, Christ University, etc. And also to the corporates like ONGC, Cisco, Gillette, etc. He has around 12 years of experience in training and higher education. So, sir, we are very glad to have you here today. Over to you, sir. Before that, I would...
Yeah, tell me. Before that? Ravi Prakash, you were saying something before that.
Ravi, looks like you're on mute.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am, I'd like to ask all the participants to go on mute. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Ravi Prakash. And it was nice to hear so many, words of appreciation right in the morning to start. Thank you, Ravi Prakash. Thank you, Spurti ma'am. So shall we begin? Because the topic is interesting and this is being the last day. I think we can have a lot of interaction. What do you say? And one of my requests is instead of chatting here and typing something, if you want to say something, unmute and tell directly. If you appear in the video, then also it is super duper. Last year, I was in NIT Warangal, December, and it was a great session with a lot of faculty members, and we had the similar ATAL workshop, and great experience, fantastic campus. I'm just missing it, having an online session today. But good to see a good number of people, around 100. So let's begin. Yeah, I can see a lot of people are typing here. Good morning. You can stop that. It's fine. Good morning to all of you. Ravi Prakash also said good morning to all. Spurti also said. So please stop that chatting thing. If you have any kind of questions or if you want to argue, please directly talk to me. And when you talk, you unmute yourself. You can come in the camera also, right? All clear? Then can we begin right now?
Yes, sir. Please begin, sir.
Okay. I expect that other people also simply do not sit and they also reply. Okay. All right, so let's begin. And at the start itself, I would like to discuss what are the agendas today. Agenda number one is because of this scenario that has happened in the last 6 months, what we faculty members should be telling our students. How is the first agenda? Is it fine? Because we also do not know. Sometimes Prime Minister will say something, sometimes WHO guy will say something, Trump was saying something, industry people do not know what is going to happen. And there are too many people in small colleges and unknown institutes wherein people discuss it and they don't know what to do. They are just searching and researching on the web and they are coming and they are discussing certain things on COVID and its effect. Have you seen that? That's happening, right? Yeah, Murli sir, you are saying something? Okay. So basically what we need to tell students after this 6 to 8 months of scenario that has been created. Number one agenda for me. Number two agenda is where are we moving? Are we predicting too much or are we reacting too much? Reacting is whatever is happening, panicking or thinking or adjusting, or some people even getting demoralized or demotivated. And number two is, predicting. You'll see that for a long time people are saying, okay, we'll do this kind of office, this kind of infrastructure, this kind of education. But in the last 6 to 8 months, scenario has changed. Earlier, people had certain things fixed in their mind. They used to say, okay, ML will work, robotics will work, AI will work. Right now, people are actually comparatively quite silent, isn't it? Quite silent. So things have changed. This is my second agenda, that is, are we predicting or are we reacting too much? This is, my second agenda. Third agenda will be question answer, so that the last half an hour that we have, you can ask questions, you can debate with me, you can argue, no problem. Is that okay? Fine? 3 solid agendas? Hello, anyone? Ladies and gentlemen? Priyanka ma'am says yes, sir. Okay. I am telling again, because we are not a large number, it is not a session by Rahul Gandhi with lakhs of people coming. So you can actually say directly to me also. You can unmute and just say yes, hi, hello, or you can ask a question. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Sunil. Thank you, Dr. Ajay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's start it. First point that I would like to discuss is, see, if you do not interact with me, it will not happen, because I am going to discuss first agenda is how to interact with our students, what to tell them regarding this scenario and the aftermath. We cannot again say complete the syllabus, write the exams, etc., because the things have quite a bit changed. So when the things have changed, what do we tell our students? We have been telling them come for online classes. We have been telling them that get prepared, market is down, we know market is down, jobs are down. So what are we going to tell the students? Anybody who can share what you are telling the students who are especially passing out?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Harish here.
Yes, Harish sir.
So I say the most important thing which I love, this too shall pass.
Pardon?
This too shall pass.
Okay.
So at every point of time, there's a silver lining, and yes, something good will turn up. And the main thing is actually I want them to not to feel rejected, not to feel demotivated. So someone has to, and when you turn the news or when you read the paper, you always see that there's total negativity into it.
Okay.
And like for example, even we had our admissions interview done. So the topic was not like COVID and impact or something. What are certain positive things that happened during COVID? Like for
Okay.
example, in your lifetime or in my lifetime, we have not spent so much of time in the family unless we were very, very young, correct? So that was something very positive thing. So like that, actually try to keep them emotionally charged.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Harish sir. Very nice. Oh, we will ask at least three people. Please talk. Three people for this particular thing, and then I can move with my own.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Dr. Ajay.
Dr.
Yeah,
Ajay.
yeah. I'm from pharmacy background. So I
Great.
used to keep my student motivated that, see, we are the millennium generation. Nowhere before we have seen such pandemic, which is worldwide. After World War also, we have not seen such disaster. So it is a quite good opportunity to make people aware about the hygiene and healthy lifestyle. So you are the people who will be much demanded in future. So be prepared and be educate, learn and spread the message of positivity to the society so that your utility will count, and in lifetime you will have satisfaction that you did something for mankind.
Beautiful,
That's how
sir.
we are motivating our students.
Very positive, sir. Beautiful. But I think one of the positivity that is reflecting is because of the industry you are from, pharma faculty. So pharma industry is doing great actually.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Students are no problem. In fact, I will be asking at least someone from management or engineering background to be the third speaker.
Yeah.
And,
Excuse me, sir. This is Dr.
Yes,
C.S.
Dr.
Patnaik
Patnaik.
from. Yeah, this is from management faculty, sir.
Please.
Sir, I believe in the principle of Darwin's evolution that it is not the strongest species which survived, but it is the species which are adaptable to the changing environment.
Fantastic.
So this is the new normal, and we need to go for a blend of learning. Both a flipped classroom and blended learning should be there, and the student should be get tuned to it. It has got both pros and cons. For example, on distance and time will be saving, but at the same time will be missing the physical interaction. So it has a both plus pros and cons will be there. But to the new normal situation, we should be tuned to get ourselves adaptable so that we can make the best use of it. It is not just a disaster. It is a challenge to be faced and to be adaptable. That's what I believe in, sir.
Very nice, Dr.
Thank you.
Patnaik. Management wise, I think bingo, bang on target actually.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, let me come back. I said at least three people speak, so I think by now, after listening to three people, other people are also feeling like talking. But we'll go to the next question. Before that, I will share some of my thoughts. As Dr. Patnaik said, yes, it is the Darwin's thing coming up in the middle. People are actually thinking about it. Dr. Ajay also said very positive thing. And Harish sir also said positive things. Let me tell certain things that we also discussed. Let me tell you very briefly. Ravi Prakash said that I'm an edupreneur. In fact, I was running my training company for last 3.5 years. Interestingly, during Corona itself, I started my first PG institute, post-graduation institute in Bangalore. And I became an edupreneur like he was telling edupreneur. So we had admissions for first batch in July and August we started classes. So it was also online. So how a new institute can begin during the pandemic? It was very hard for us. But because I am known as a professor, like Spurti ma'am was telling, Professor Amlan is there. Because I am known as professor and I go to a lot of AICTI sponsored FDPs. In fact, last week I had, and coming week also I have an AICTI sponsored FDP. I'm regularly going for faculty training as well as corporate trainings like 3M, Cisco, Gillette, a lot of corporate bodies are there. I discuss a lot of things and I have found out that, yeah, Darwin thing is there. It is not about stronger, it is capable of being alive during the change and all that they can change. Most important thing is please tell your students, whichever background they are from, to become aware, not very expert, to become aware. It is for you also, Dr. Ajay, who is actually teaching pharma people, to become aware about the digital platforms, sir. Because you look at pharmacy.com or look at MedLife, etc. Pharmacy has got a new dimension, exactly like Amazon, Flipkart, whatever you say. So Please tell your students, whether it is for management background, MBA, let's say Dr. Patnaik handling, or let's say Dr. Ajay handling pharma people, or whoever here, please tell them to be aware about the digital platform. Digital platform does not mean what the youngsters are doing, going to Instagram. It is not the digital platform. Tell them to actually check out how the digital platforms work. It is also applicable for newspaper. A lot of people stopped, keeping newspaper. In fact, when the concept of e-newspaper came, people did not used to read. People still stuck to paper newspaper. But after this pandemic, people really read e-newspapers. Do you all agree? Have you seen that? Yeah, Dr. Madhu, thank you. Dr. Srinivas, yes, thank you. Yeah, Dr. Ajay, obviously. So that thing is happening. So if they do not know how to use the e-paper or how to go there, or how the medicine is delivered through pharmacy, how discounts are coming in pharma sector, this discount is not available in the shops. How come it is coming in the online delivery where it should be charged more with delivery charges? Isn't it, Dr. Ajay? So what happens is it's very, very different. So if we start telling the students to be aware about different platforms, whichever sector they are aiming, based on their engineering background or pharma background or MBA background or BBA background or whatever it is, if they know about the platform and digitally become aware, not Instagram and Facebook, but different platforms that are catering to the needs of different segments of people, then they will be mentally ready for the change, as Dr. Patnaik said. And they will feel positive, like Harish sir said, because they will have the confidence that I know the pharma student is passing out is not getting a job or something. He can do work from home for a pharma company, which he did not know during his 4 years of pharma studies, which now he can know because he is digitally aware. So when you tell students, there's a tendency also, please tell me, all of you people have seen or not, I have seen it is mandatory in some colleges that please join MOOC courses, MOOC, you have seen that. Please join MOOC courses, students, please do certification, please do certification. Have you seen that? A lot of colleges, they push, they make mandatory 3 MOOC programs you have to do. Have you seen that? Anyone? Please.
Excuse me, sir. From this academic year, at our college, we have made it mandatory to go for online certification for the students as a part of their assessment program. And if they do not do, from Swayam and other sources, madam. Swayam.
Okay. Yeah. So, like in our college also, we've made it mandatory for students to gain some credits to go for courses from Coursera, and we provided the platform in which they were supposed to enroll for free. The fee was paid by our institute for the course.
From which sources, Dr. Vibhuti?
Coursera.
Coursera, okay.
So, did massive courses from there and got a lot of certification.
Okay, good. Anyone else here?
Hello, sir. Can I talk? I am Pragati.
You can talk.
Yeah, I'm Pragati. Yeah, I'm from Engineering College, Pune. So here also we have made students to carry some courses online through SWAM, NPTEL, and Coursera. Also, they are doing online internship program in connection with the industries. And in fact, we have seen that because of this lockdown period, until before we started the lectures online, they had done many of the certification courses which otherwise in regular day don't do it.
They don't do. Yeah, they have time. They were at home.
Yeah, and they learned many technologies related to now COVID, like data science, how the data has been kept, artificial intelligence, and all those things. In fact, this time B projects are also moreover based on designing such tools and technologies for such kind of pandemic preparations and how to handle the things. So it has given a lot of exposure based on all the current scenario.
Right. I think Dr. Nida is telling Sardar Patel did same for courses, Sardar Patel Institute, I guess. And these can get 1 credit for doing it and PTL course, correct. Okay, now, thank you, Pragati ma'am. Thanks for, thanks Dr. Vibhuti and Dr. Patnaik again. Let me tell you certain things that during this last 6 to 8 months, really people have done too much of certification. There were some memes and cartoons also showing that people are going with big suitcases or sacks, taking certificates. As cartoons were coming because really people did that. In fact, I took so many sessions for different people in different cities. So I can understand, even they took my digital signature and they put in certain certificates. So that thing was going on. And what I'm saying is, very recently, one of the IIT alumnus, who is a friend, he was having a talk with me. We were having coffee and some good time talking about politics, etc. That fellow asked me that my daughter is doing a lot of certification. Every day there is a webinar. I said, yeah, that is what is happening. He said, can you tell me a good source from where a globally valid and respected certification can come? He's from IIT, minded. So he was actually looking for the top class and top level quality for the webinar certificates because there are too many in the market. Do you agree? It has increased too much, right? Million folds it has increased in the last 6 to 8 months. Everyone giving certificates. And so many people join Udemy, etc., just with their videos because they have too much of time to do videos. I think you have never seen professors or trainers doing so much of videos which happened in last 6 months to 8 months, right? And webinars also. It includes free webinars, which people are joining, living in 5 minutes, etc. Those things happen. Now, I will tell you some good sources here which you can recommend your students and they can get a vast range of subjects that they can actually learn from there. And the certificate will be so valid that today he is in India, tomorrow he goes to Singapore, day after tomorrow he is in US, next day is in Canada. Everywhere he goes, the certificate carries immense value. So I'll share with you. Yeah, Dr. Patnaik, good. Deepali ma'am, thank you. I'll share in the chat box, just see it. You can actually go to EDX and not to any, XYZ university. You can search Harvard certifications. You can tell your students. Students spend lakhs of rupees for a 2-year degree or 4-year degree or 3-year degree. Instead of spending that lakhs of rupees, 6,000 is for the certificates. So if they attend those courses from Harvard, the quality and the standard is very high. If you can tell them that please have certification from Harvard or good standard universities, and they get on various subjects, and they can actually search out and find out the certificates. It's just $99, guys. So $99 is the certification. Sometimes it's 6K, sometimes it's 7K, but it is very, very helpful. It will be an investment, a solid investment. I think I wanted to tell all of you regarding this. You can even suggest courses.
Excuse me, Professor, your voice is breaking. Professor, your voice is breaking. We are not able to hear. I'm not able to.
Okay. Others, can you hear me? Others, can you hear me?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
we can hear you.
Now it is fine. Thank you.
Okay. So what I was saying is, see, I have typed here EDX. If you go to EDX, I am not from EDX. I am not advertising for them. EDX is from US, so I'm not advertising for them. In fact, Pragati ma'am is reading. It will be great if you share for faculty also for competition. So for faculty as well, I can write as Pragati ma'am asked. For faculty also, IIMs and also top universities like Harvard, Wharton, you will get very good topics which are not usual topics. For example, usual topic for a college can be digital marketing, but there you will get a specific subject called SEO or content marketing. A normal course will be robotics. But there you will get some specific program on AI. How the chatbots work on AI. Not everything. I'm not telling that fly the aeroplane with AI. No. How the chatbot works in an app through AI. So span of the course, good question. Span of the course, it depends. It can be a 7-day program. It can be a 15-day program. Okay. So, Sarvanan sir, I will not say go for Google, Facebook, etc. because these are such public used domains that I will always suggest that go for something which is globally already established and recognized. So I'll tell from India, there are some IIMs like IIM Kozhikode they are giving, and also IIT Madras has some programs. And globally, please go to Harvard, Wharton, etc. You'll get very good quality. Instead of getting a bunch of certificates from everywhere, if you get 2 certificates, one Wharton, one IIM, or one Harvard, one IIM, then your value will go up. Because suppose you are going for an interview also, or suppose you are discussing with a person also, and the person says, I've done 5 on digital marketing, 10 on AI and ML. And you say that I have 1 certification from Harvard, that 1 certification from Harvard on AI/ML can beat those 5 and 10 certifications that the other person did. Do you agree? Are you with me? I'm just, Shanmukh sir, thank you. In fact, Pragatimam, thank you. I'll tell you, I run a PG institute, but I don't tell students, come join. Any student asks me, can I do MBA, MTech, etc. I tell them, go for the highest competitive exams. Write GMAT, write SAT, write CAT. Fail there, come to me, no problem. Option B. And I'm telling it very frankly. I said it's a very new institute we have started. So only 10 people joined in the first batch, no problem. During Corona July time, 10 people joined in my first batch. I think it's good because when Jain University started, they started with 7 students. So I have actually exceeded that. So I don't tell them come to my institute. I tell them first write CAT. Okay, first write SAT, clear it, try it out, write GMAT. You might get some proper, yeah, exactly, Shanmukh sir. PTL thinking will improve. If you go for quality standard, your interaction with fellow batchmates or the faculty, everything will increase. In fact, if you do with them, you cannot casually write an email also. That email also you have to check 2 times that English is correct or not, because you are discussing with someone from Harvard. So your consciousness, alertness, everything will improve and will go up. It will not be very casual. So I'll suggest that as faculty also you can do that. It will be a great, golden certification in your file. Please try that out. Today you can search EDX or Harvard and you can see that, the certification costs only $99. Please tell to the students also. Students throw money everywhere. They'll do some, certification course, somebody has come 5,000 thrown, 10,000 thrown, exam fees, this thing. One trip, picnic, 5,000 thrown. All these things keep happening. Tell them $99 if they can invest. It will be a good investment. It's better than yes.
Which platform? Yeah, which platform these courses are available, sir?
I have written it already. I am writing again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
edX.
Okay. So you can go to EDX, Harvard, Wharton. You search. You will go there and then start exploring. There are free courses too, as per your need. You can actually go. Please spend the money. Don't take e-certification. E-certification has become another disease nowadays. Everybody is giving e-certification, which will be problem in 2 years to come. What you will do after 2 years when we are not wearing mask? That time will you print it and take it or what? I have friends who have got so many e-certificates. They are again and again posting in LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. I got this certification. I got this certification. So e-certificate is actually free from EDX and Harvard. But kindly, it's my request, it's my humble suggestion. Pay $99. They will courier it to you. and you have a solid proof with you. If you still want e-certificate, scan it and keep it. Do you agree with me? 2-3 years when the things will be fine, it will be very, very important for you. So please, my suggestion is reject hundreds of certifications and go for 1 or 2 or 3 solid certifications from a very good standard institute or university, like I said, Harvard, Wharton, IIMs, etc. It will be a very good background for anyone here from IIT, IIMs, etc. Anyone? Anybody from IIT IIMs here? Anyone? Okay. Why I asked is, you understand that in the country people aim to go there, so that's what is the benchmark. Okay, can I move to my next topic now? By now, I think I have told you that what to tell your students to get ready as well. All that Dr. Patnaik said, that get used to change, whatever change happens, those things are there. Harish sir said to be motivated, positive, so we'll tell our students always, we keep telling our students, motivating and giving them some solid gyan, etc. But I'll also tell you, this is a new thing that I told you, please do it. And one thing that I told in my last session in NIT Warangal last year, December, I went there. I told it, I am repeating it to end this particular topic, that is, when you write papers, don't write alone. How many of you write papers alone and publish alone? Something like paper, Professor Amlan, but they are finished. How many of you do it? I think majority. Okay, nobody answering. How many of you have written?
No, sir. It is a collaborative work, sir.
Very good, Professor Jivan. Thank you. Have you done with 4 people one paper? Anyone?
We have done more than 3 members.
2 I have seen. 3 is good. Okay. 4. Anyone? 4 people writing one paper.
Yes, 4 people.
4 people.
Myself and my research supervisor, along with my senior colleagues.
Lovely, Professor Jivan. Very good. You are ahead than majority of the people. Actually, how many others are there who have done 4 people writing one paper? 4 people.
I have done, sir.
Harish sir, very nice.
Probably multiple papers actually.
Very good.
Team of friends, each one into different domain area. So
good, good. Anybody else who has done, who has written papers? 4 people. Mosumi Behra, ma'am, actually saying me too. Okay, good. Okay. Now I'll tell you something that if you search me also, or if I share, there are papers that I have written with my students. So please involve the students also. They will get to that level as well. Because when people are working so much from home, there are a lot of research activities now involved. I'm telling you, a lot of data being given to the people for whatever purpose it is. It's not for sales. It can be for HR analytics. It can be for finance. It can be finding out market segments. A lot of data is given, and a lot of people are doing research who do not know. So please train your students to write papers, deal with data analysis and all that. If you involve them in your paper, it will be great. One of the best steps that you can do is in your paper, if 3 faculty are there or research supervisor, whoever, junior, senior is there, involve 1 or 2 students. It will be great. How many of you have written and published papers in journals with the student? Anyone? Anybody?
I have done it. I have done it with my PG students.
Very good, Dr. Bhimati. Thank you. Amaleshwari, ma'am. Oh, who is that actually? Amaleshwari School of Management is written.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Yeah, it is in Chennai, sir. I am Amaleshwari. I am the director of the school. I normally encourage students, working with students.
Okay. That's good. Nice. Anyone else who has written and published papers? A student is also there in the team.
yes, sir. Again, I've actually done Harish here.
Yeah.
Have published 4 papers.
Good. So Harish sir, Professor Jivan, Amaleshwari ma'am, Jibhuti ma'am, quite ahead that majority of the people, right? That's very nice. Anybody else who has published along with students? If you have not
Yes,
done,
sir.
start. Okay.
I have been guiding many projects for BE students,
Mhm.
and papers are mandatory for journals as well as paper presentation in conference. So I am always there as one of the author. We discuss over the data that is collected, we conduct tests, and we write the papers and encourage students to publish the papers.
Very nice, lovely. Okay, so here we end actually what we need to tell the students because of what has happened in the last 6 to 8 months, how we can guide the students in a standard way, better way. So I have told you what they should do, not hundreds of certifications. For you also, please apply that. And also find papers because they are given a lot of data. I have seen my students also passing out from Jain University, from Christ University, from Mysore University. They are passing out, they're working from home and they have been given a lot of data and they don't know analysis because in their MBA project or whatever project, they have done a lot of copy-paste things, so they are in trouble. It is our responsibility that when we do proper research, we involve them. Because in projects, etc., they do a lot of here and there. It's better when we write a paper and they are involved. Let it be a 10-page paper, not a thick project report, but they will learn how we do because we know how to do the analysis and also interpretation, data interpretation, right? So please involve them. This is my humble request. Hopefully you will agree with me on this.
Excuse me, sir, may I add something here?
Please, Dr. Patnaik.
Thank you,
I
sir.
saw a very nice statement, flowery statement you have written, actually, nice one. You are good in English. One cannot change the direction of the wind, but can just adjust the canvas in the direction of the wind. Very nice, actually. Your English is nice.
Thank you, sir. Sir, off late, in order to check on this issue, this cut, copy, paste issues, as you pointed out just now, the universities have come up with the plagiarism check, sir. So until and unless it meets the minimum plagiarism requirement of the project or the dissertation, it cannot be submitted.
I know, sir. Dr. Patnaik, I am involved with a lot of good institutes. So I have seen. I am not talking about the plagiarism or exact copy paste. Actually, what they are doing is copy paste means it is not the written materials. What I said, they are doing exactly what others doing. One example is I go as external for bio in Mysore University MBAs. I have seen 10 people doing on retail. And then after 2 years, when online platforms came, 10, 12 people doing on online retail. What they have done? They have seen by searching that somebody has done like this, and they have done exactly that thing. I'm not telling line by line plagiarism. Plagiarism check softwares are there, those things I am aware, I am a professor. I know it. But even in some places, 20% allowed, in sometimes some places, some colleges, 25% is allowed. All these things are I've seen. What I'm telling is, people are not at the standard of research. So if you involve them, I think you can tell them some new topics. Otherwise, they will see what senior has done or what friend is doing. They will do similar thing, or what is available in the Google, they will do similar kind of thing. That's what actually I said. I'm not telling about line by line copying. Dr. Patnaik, hopefully I am clear and I have not offended you. You understood, right? Okay, can I go to the next part? That is, are we reacting or we are predicting what is happening? Have you got a lot of messages, a lot of in webinars also people predicting that what will happen after the pandemic scenario? Have you seen that a lot of people are predicting? Yeah, Pragati, yeah, post-pandemic, too many people are predicting. Those who do not know, they are also predicting. Have you seen that? Yeah, those who do not know, they are also, yeah, Nida ma'am, correct. Now, what we are seeing is a lot of people are predicting. Prediction is done majority of the times not on research. Yeah, Dr. Patnaik, I understand very much. Actually, I am so happy that you are a participant here. You are talking so nicely. You said, I wanted to have clarification. Yeah, correct. Not sorry, sir. Please don't say sorry. We are from the same boat. Okay, we are from the same boat, same fraternity. Okay. So, What I'm saying, people are predicting too much and they're giving extra gyan which is not required. It can be found everywhere, from YouTube to Udemy to LinkedIn also. People are writing too much. People are writing, big 2-3 paragraphs in LinkedIn saying that this is going to happen out of program. It's not. So instead of prediction, what we can do? Instead of prediction, we can actually prepare and arm ourselves for whatever it is. See, there will be different kind of news in the market. What happened during the COVID time? Now, I'm not giving gyan, I'm just sharing with you what is happening, because my third book is going to release and there is a chapter on this COVID scenario. By the way, I never told to Ravi, Prakash, or never told you people also. You can search me in Amazon. I'm a writer too, because I think professors should write not only articles, even books. Books written by academicians adds immense value because students love it. Students can actually see in the Amazon search book is there, so like that they will love. So all of you, those who have not written, those who have written, congratulations. Those who have not written, please write books. Professors must be writing with their thoughts. Students love it, I'm telling you. Yeah, you can search it just a moment. Okay. Now, yeah, Dr. Patnaik, you are very good with English. Actually, you are written infodemic, correct? Now, what is happening? Everybody is predicting. Instead of predicting what we can do, instead of predicting, we can actually arm ourselves, be ready with whatever happening. Because WHO tells you anything. You have seen, people said people will die in India like Italy. Did not happen. Now, Times of India has done a research. They published day before yesterday that India's hygiene level is so poor that our immune power is big. That's why our mortality rate, because of this particular thing, has come down. So those all things are there. They are also doing research. But we can't predict, because sometimes people will say second wave is coming during winter. Be ready. Again, people will die. This kind of predictions will be there. Kindly don't predict and go with the solid knowledge and the foundation that you have. If you have good foundation, I learned one thing from my father. Actually, I am coming from teacher's family. My father is a retired statistics professor. My uncle is a retired dean of economics from Assam University. So I'm coming from that kind of family. And I'll share with you. My father told me, I learned teaching, etc., from him itself. He said that you can be a great faculty or great professional learning any subject. That's why I never took mathematics and statistics like what he took. He never forced me. And he said, even if you like Arabic language or let's say Sanskrit language and learned it very nicely that you are an expert, nobody can stop you. You have job, you have income, you have fame, you have followers, everything will be there. Do you agree with this? So,
Yes, sir.
I will say foundation should be very, very strong. If your foundation is very strong, suppose you teach AI. So if you know AI very well, then nobody can stop you. In one of our trainings, actually, AI is coming. And exactly, Nida, a master of something, correct? So AI is coming. I have a lot of trainers and professors who are teaching AI. But after talking to everyone, whom I decided, one of my own ex-student of Symbiosis who knows better AI. So I said, you train. Because he knows better. Subhash Yadavji, I am not here for UGC care approved journal list, etc. You can search it, even find from other people. I am not here for this particular topic. Don't mind, please. So what we are doing is, we are surviving. But what I am telling is, if you are a master of something, like my dad said, you learn Arabic and you are the best person for Arabic, you have jobs, you have income, you don't have to worry. You need not think about all these things. Patnak sir, do one thing, keep my number. I'll send you a list, etc. Okay. I'm giving your my email and my phone also. You can contact me. I'll give you list, etc. Yeah, it's a dynamic list, keeps changing, right? Okay. So coming to the topic, this is about prediction. So better than predicting anything every month, because you do not know. Sometimes Prime Minister will not know. He will think that, okay, WHO said 1 month or 21 days, if we have lockdown, we can stop it. It didn't stop. Then he said, okay, we'll have one more round of lockdown. It didn't stop. I'm not against the Prime Minister. I'm telling people are not understanding. People are predicting. Because of prediction, people are having this kind of problem. So we will not predict. We will make our base so strong. Base should be so strong that even if there's a demand of 2 Arabic faculty and there are 200 people, you learned Arabic so well, you are picked in that too. So that's why I was telling you, make the foundation very strong. So predictions are being done by everyone in the social media as well as professional platforms like LinkedIn. Let us avoid the prediction because we did not predict pandemic. Nobody. Actually, people predicted. A lot of researchers, I'm telling you about IITMs, IIM people, or even Harvard people, or even actually scientists and economists, they had predicted great growth of economy in 2020. Nobody predicted that there will be lockdown and such kind of a fall of the entire growth scenario. So it was not predicted. So best thing is, instead of predicting, if you have a very good platform, then it will be good. Yeah, Shraddhanjali ma'am, you said predictions are probabilistic though, correct? Exactly, you are absolutely right, thank you. So even if we do research, all of you do research, all of you write papers, you'll see we have something called margin of error. We cannot say perfectly, yes, retail, it is going to prosper. No, we do not know. Retail flopped like anything after Amazon came. It became e-retail. Okay, showrooms, etc. all flop. Malls are flops, sir. That is the scenario. Look at OTT platform for movies. They have eaten up Bollywood, etc., and so many other, films chances. What has happened? Anybody predicted? No. So predictions will be there. Whatever inference or conclusions we'll have of research also, that will have margin of error. We can only say, okay, up to 80% this can happen, etc. We cannot say for sure this is going to happen. So that particular thing, I'll say prediction. Be ready and make your foundation so strong, you need not predict or wait. Number two, the point that I was talking about is reactive. Regarding this, I'll do a little bit of self-advertisement here, don't mind, please. Generally, a lot of people, speakers, they come and they tell about themselves. I do not say, I'll tell you here that I met one of my clients very recently for training. We are training real estate people. One real estate group is there in Bihar and West Bengal, and now one more real estate group has come. This is seriously big because they are in Africa, Middle East, as well as south of India. A very big real estate company. And I was talking to the CEO, and you know what he said? He said, don't be reactive, be proactive. See, this is a very simple statement. And he gave an example. He said, you know how we do business? We wait for recession. I said, what? He said, yes, the most money that we made in last 8 to 10 years, it is because of the 2008-9 recession. And it was an eye-opener for me. I said, by the way, I started my institute in the pandemic time during this recession. He said, very good, because this is the time that we are adding more projects in Bangalore, because Bangalore land rates are so high. During this particular season, it fell. Immediately we purchased. So that is what we do. We wait for recession. We waited for 2008. We waited, and it happened again in 2020. Like that CEO said. the CEO who is handling business in entire Middle East and Eastern Africa as well as South of India. That fellow says this kind of a statement. So what I'm saying is being reactive is very easy. Reactive, you have seen people, entire country, how they react. Go to Twitter, you will see how much reactions are not there. Correct, Dr. Patnaik, paradigm shift. Yeah, shift in thinking. The businessman, real estate guy, he is worth of crores and more money, which we do not earn as a commission. That fellow is telling that pandemic or economic failure, recession, everything is a great time to change your mind and start something new as a proactive person. Don't react that, oh, what will happen? So that's a fantastic statement. I think I have heard so much of sadistic kind of comment that India will lose the economic growth, this, that, so Bangladesh is going ahead of us in economy, blah, 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 percentage return. All these are actually nonsense because India is capable of more than that. There is no point of comparing with a country like Bangladesh or Nepal or Pakistan. So what is happening is you don't react. If somebody publishes a news that Bangladesh growth is more than India, you don't react. Don't pay attention to it. If somebody says in India, 1 crore people now with corona, you please look at how many people already recovered. Then you will see actually it is a cumulative number. It is not the number of how many people are right now having the disease. It is not there. You go to Worldometer, if you ask anyone what is the number of India, they will say 1 crore, 2 crore. People are actually adding cumulative. People are not adding only the number that people are suffering right now. Even who are released from hospital, everyone they are counting. Oh, so many people got corona. No, it is not. So would you react or would you be proactive? That's a very important part, and I learned this lesson from this guy, the CEO. We also did that without knowing, but what he said was real eye-opener. I hope you people also agree. It's something very striking that a lot of people are telling, I'm feeling bad, this, that, etc. During COVID time, I have seen one more thing. Okay, let me check some chats actually here. Okay, Dr. Patnaik, these are not threats or challenges. Correct. Chanmuk Munji, strong stock. Exactly. Stocks also. Perfect. Shraddhanjali Panda, dates are always biased. Yeah. News, etc. all are biased. Correct. So, yeah, responsive, not reactive. Correct. Good. So responsive is fine, but I'll again say proactive. That means you start something. Like today we have discussed, you go to your students and tell them take a Harvard certification, not 100 certification. It will be a proactive step from your side. Student will also love. Actually, after 10 years, student will come back and thank you. By the time that students has reached US or Australia or something, they will come back and say, sir, you told me, so this certificate is valid there. They don't know some institute here, let's say one college, Sridevi Institute of something in Karnataka. If they show it to Australia, they don't understand where is Sridevi Institute. By the moment he shows that I have a Harvard certificate, they know it. That will make a difference. And this guy will come back, your student will come back in 10 years and say, sir, you had guided me well. Instead of Lalu Lapu colleges 100 certifications, you did one certification. I spent only 6,000 rupees and I am thanking you. People will come back to you. So you will be proactive. You will guide them properly. You will make benchmarks. You will make standards, and you will set targets for people. And if people will love you, so you be proactive and guide people like that. How many of you? I'm asking a very simple kind of question. Don't laugh at it. How many of you were clean shaved or with mustache maximum, but during the pandemic grew beard? Anyone? Dr. Ajay, Gupta sir, Sarvan sir, Dawal sir. I could not. I will tell you, I could not. You know why? Because my tendency is morning get up and do shaving.
Sir,
my wife asked during the pandemic, she said, everyone in our association, they have beard, style beard and long beard, except you. I said, yeah, because I'm habituated. If students, so many students I have got, if they see that he is keeping beard, they will also do because they are doing it, which is not great for an interview. They are doing it. There are a lot of online Skype interview, etc., Google Meet interviews happening, but they are actually growing it. I told them, And I was the only guy shaving clean shave every morning and going. And some people really laughed at me. They said, "Why are you shaving? Are you going to office? Are you going to college? Why are you shaving?" People say it like that. And some people even laughed at me saying, "Oh, you are training for Gillette. That's why they are supplying you razors or something." I said, "No, it's not for that. Yeah, I'm an official trainer for Gillette. That's a different story. But this, if I keep, it keeps the energy intact that this person is still treating each day as a normal day, gets up early in the morning, shaves, and comes to the online class. Because this makes an example that I am not lazily sitting at home, growing beard, etc. So I am not, Dhaval sir, don't mind. Ujir, Sunil sir, don't mind. Pradeep sir also don't mind. What has happened during this time?
Not
Two,
at
three
all, sir.
people are sitting just like that.
All of you,
They
have
really.
you got your BMI?
Pardon, anyone?
I have a small question. Can I ask? No.
Please, Mahapatraji, please.
What is your thoughts for strong base?
Strong?
Base. So people
Yeah,
should
like I
like.
told just now, your subject, if you are best in that, people will not look here and there. And for you, the world is always open. Your base is so strong that whatever you teach, what is your subject, sir? Rashmi Rangan Mahapatru, sir.
I
What
am
is your
basically heading the instrumentation. Actually, I am an industry professional.
Very nice, fantastic. So if you are the master in instrumentation, students will come back to you. Student will not go to any other person. They will ask you before interview also. After interview also, they will talk to you. They will talk to you regarding a job opening, etc. They will talk to you if they have any doubt in any other concept or any other practical aspects. Because you are the master. I am telling strong base means what you know it best. I think somebody already wrote, I think Pragati ma'am wrote, right? That master of something. Exactly that.
Okay, that you meant to say that subject matter expert, like that you are saying.
Subject matter expert is actually called SME in corporates also. Because corporates do huge number of trainings which are all outcome based. So SME, subject matter expert, has to be real expert. That means A to Z questions they can answer. So if you can answer that in your subject instrumentation, then people will come to you, not only students, even management of the college, even industry people will come to you, I'm telling you.
Okay, I get. Thank you.
I'll tell you one interesting point here. Double Joshi sir, you said not at all. It is for whom actually? Okay, for weightage of certificate. Okay, fine.
Sorry. Yeah, that's just for beards.
No problem, Joshi sir. It's fine. Okay, I'll tell you a very interesting story now, and you'll love it. Okay, I used to take my students at different places. And 2008, 9, 10, those times I used to take my students as I was working in Aravali Institute, Rajasthan. I used to take them to IIM Ahmedabad. Now you will think how IIM Ahmedabad, because students are not getting IIM scenario. I used to make them feel like at least sitting in the IIM classes and interact with at least one professor of IIM so that they know the delivery is quite different than the normal faculty or normal institutes. I may be sounding very casteist, but I am not from IIT or IIM. I am also normal people like you. Now, in one of the visits, when I went there, Dr. Samir Borua was the director who had done his PGDM from IIM Ahmedabad, clearing CAT, etc. And then he also did the fellowship program, which is equal to PhD, actually not equal, it's more than PhD, in IIM Ahmedabad only. And because of this, he became the director in IIM Ahmedabad also. You understand who is that? Dr. Samir Borua. You can search that person also. Okay. So I'm telling you an interesting conversation that I had. Dr. Samir Borua was having chai with me, chai pe charcha, with tea, some discussions. So during a break, He was taking the session actually. He was addressing my students. The students are very happy. I am director taking my class. They were thanking me, Amlan sir, you took us to this particular thing. They took a lot of photos, etc. Those days photo camera was very bad actually. The simple camera only is very less. I think quality, resolution was very bad. So they were still taking photos, etc. I'll tell you what happened during that chai break. He said that Amlan, you know about the income level of IIT faculty. I said, yeah. It is, we know we have an idea. He said, do you know that as a director, I earn the lowest? Interesting question. I said, pardon, sir, what? He said, do you know, as the director, as the boss of all this faculty, I earn the lowest? I said, how? He said, because when I'm director, I'm more into admin work and I have to oversee entire thing that is happening in IIM Ahmedabad. Before becoming director, I was simply a faculty, a professor in IIM Ahmedabad. That time I used to earn best. And right now I'm earning only my salary. I said, what about the faculty then? He said, faculty earn crores. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, all my faculty friends, he said, faculty earn in crores. I said, how? Because I was also a faculty at that time. He said, because they are subject matter experts and they are so much master in their topics that corporate houses hire them for 2 days, 3 days, 7 days for consultancy and for guiding them in market research. So they're so good that a marketing professor will guide them for marketing research. The HR expert will tell them for HR analytics, like that. How much consultancy money they earn, I got to know, and it was mind-boggling. I thought, what it is. So that is the level of the faculty life which we have not thought. And yes, Mahapatraji.
Exactly, nowadays people are saying that multi-skill is the only way forward.
I didn't get you. Can you tell me again? Can you tell me again, Mahapatraji? I didn't hear you.
Amlan sir, if I may, Mohapatra sir is working from home today. Therefore, there could be background noises. No problem, sir. You can go ahead. Rashmi sir, if you would like to type your question in the chat box because of the situation right now, you told us yesterday. You can go ahead and type the question in the chat box, please. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Amlan sir.
Thank you. And Dr. Patnaik, you are good in writing. I can find it out. And you are constantly adding value to my session, actually. You are almost parallelly contributing to this particular session along with me. Thank you for that. And your English is very good. Second time I'm telling you. Very nice. Very good use of language. Okay, now let me come back. So there are certain things that we can do which you have not done. And as I said, what Dr. Samir Barua said, if you are really master, you be that master and people will come to you. And exactly same thing you can do with your students, telling that whatever specialization they have taken, in that there can be some subtopic. And if they're master, job or business, whatever it is, will never be scarce in their life. It will be not scarce in a faculty's life too. Hopefully you agree with me. Okay. And that's why Dr. Spurti knows that parallelly I am running PG Institute, and we have also kept one thing called ThrottlePad 2.0, which is a training institute, so that we cater to the corporate needs too. Interestingly, wherever I go for corporate training, it can be 3M. 3M is world's #1 in innovation, you know it, right? Or Cisco, which is a big name for IT industry. I go for them, or ONGC, which is India's #1 natural gas, organization, which is always like PSU. Always it was. I go for training for them, and I always introduce myself as professor, not a trainer. I always introduce myself as Professor Amlan Bhattacharya, simple, because I teach students at engineering colleges, MBA colleges, hotel management colleges, tourism colleges, whatever. Because I do that, and I always tell that I'm professor, because I was highly impacted by Dr. Barua's statement that a professor earns in crores, which we never learned from anyone. I didn't learn from my uncle and dad also. The professor can earn in crores, because if you are an expert, biggest of the brands will come to you. The people who are CEO, who are, GM, who are global head, they will come to you, they will hire you because you are the expert. That is why in US or in Saudi Arabia or in Australia or in Finland or in Norway or in Germany, you find that a professor's salary is equal to a salary of a top hierarchy corporate guy. It can be COO, CMO, CFO, something. If a CEO in a normal company earning 4 lakhs per month, the professor in a university is also earning 4 lakhs per month. And that is what is the benchmark, and you have to go for this. If you are an expert, let me tell you guys, you can earn, you can make a difference in this world. Companies will come to you, your college will be proud of you, you will be earning, your family will be proud of you, and students will be mesmerized that, oh my God, my faculty goes to this big company. Your thing is done. Okay, Dr. Patnaik, you are continuously typing. Okay, I can see that. Thank you. So this was regarding the prediction and reaction. Hopefully, I have covered a little bit of tips with you that what you need to do. Hopefully, you people have got it. Nida ma'am, I am a Bengali. Bengalis are all dancing, singing, writing poems, etc. These are very common actually. That's why you found out that I also sing. Yes, I am part of this association in Bangalore also. Durga Puja, Kali Puja, all these programs I sing. So thank you very much for searching me. Okay, so coming back to the topic, so I have covered the first agenda, second agenda also. If you have any kind of questions, etc., apart from the list of UGC journals, those are readily available. You can join different faculty groups also. You'll get a lot of information. Okay, so if you have any kind of questions,
I have small question. During that time, some exactly peoples now all peoples are looking multi-skill. Multi-skill peoples are in the industry. They are preferring. So, what is your suggestion on this? You are saying that we will make a strong base. Suppose I am in a core sector of 15 or 20 year experience. I am strong in one sector, but for a career aspiration or career growth, multi-skill people are now preferred. During this opportunity, the corona is providing the opportunity to people, and some senior management looking such type of peoples to grow in the organization. What is your suggestion on that?
Thank you, Mohampatraji. I will tell you something. Anybody in your college, you have seen that the HR professor teaches marketing. Have you seen anyone?
But this is not the case of, suppose I will share a case study. I am belong to industry. So my profile is instrumentation. But they are saying that if you take some procurement actions and additional responsibility, maybe some career movement will be going on. You can take
Yeah, that is an additional thing that faculty are burdened with. Let me tell you, I was also placement coordinator in my first teaching job, and I did placement of students. What I'm saying is, additional responsibility is a different thing that most of the faculty they are burdened with. They will do some admission, some people will be in examination, some people will be in promotion, some people will be in, developing some IQAC, like, quality assurance, etc. So many people are doing some extra thing apart from teaching. That's a different story. I asked a question. Anybody who has seen, who has a specialization in HR in his or her degree, but teaching marketing in the class also? Anybody?
Yes, sir. I have my faculties who are in finance and HR, but still they handle marketing.
So this is not great actually, let me tell you very frankly. You may disagree with me, but I'll tell you this is not great. because top institutes never do it. That's why they're successful. Why Harvard is successful? Why IIM Ahmedabad is successful? Why IIT Delhi is successful? They don't do this experimentation with the people, because the moment you tell them, if a person is from finance, they know about finance. They might not have, I'm not telling definitely not, I'm telling they may not have the type of mindset that the sales or marketing people will have. Because in one side you have analysis and number crunching and all these things. On the other side you have.
So sorry, they do have an diploma in this marketing. That's why we permit them to take it up. Their core, they have different thing, and then they have specialized themselves in diplomas, PG diplomas. So in that way, they also handle marketing papers, but their core is finance.
If core is finance, please nurture that. It is good for your institute. In future, like I told you, you may get research or consultancy based works, and that will make you a standard institute, which happens in highly ranked institutes. I am also an empaneled trainer for Tata Institute of Social Science. I see what they do. Look at the institute's name, you will see what is the name of the institute. Name of the institute is Tata Institute of Social Science. They don't talk about others. The name itself is like that. I have taught at XIME, which is a sister company of XLRI. XLRI, look at the name, labor relation directory writing. That means that is the hub of HR learning. It is directly saying labor relations. So it is the hub of personal management, HR management, etc. That's why what I'm telling is, if you nurture the core or the specialization part, core competence part, then it will always yield result. I'm not talking about bringing money only, but bringing fame, bringing value, bringing recognition. That if you go to the north part, they know Amaleshwari Institute is there. If that particular thing is achieved, then that is your benefit.
Professor Amlan,
Yes,
Dr.
fine, sir.
This side. Good morning. I mean, your session is wonderful. What you said, you nailed it. I mean, your statement is absolutely correct. But in some of the universities, they teach everything. So they little deviate from the core competence on this side. I have also seen some of the government universities, a specialization in finance, but you teach marketing. But what you say is absolutely correct. Marketing, these functional areas have got different planes. So if you don't carry the blade, you'll be going to miss. Okay. So if you don't carry the blade, for example, you are not from marketing, then you don't understand the functional areas the way marketing guy understands. So you are absolutely correct. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely bang on, sir. Perfect. So our motivational speaker is also there in this session, Dr. D.D. Swine. Thank you very much, sir. I think you unmuted yourself or you got disconnected, I didn't understand. But correct point. That's why, the marketing professor or marketing SME will have it reflected in his behavior, dress, the way they carry, the words they use, it will be reflected. If a finance person comes to teach marketing, the thing that they can do best is cover the syllabus, but that is not learning marketing. It's a very big difference. So, instrumentation professor Mahapatraji, I will tell you again, wherever you are, I cannot see you. I will tell you, multitasking is good, having general knowledge about other subject is good, but concentrating on your core or specialization part is always which drives you ahead. It is the same thing that I have told in the morning, that people are predicting on everything which they do not know even. They are giving free webinars, this webinar, that webinar, do not attend. Thank you, Amaleshwari ma'am, you also agreed, thanks. So that was my point. Anyways, it is almost 11:20. So thank you, Indira ma'am. Yes, yeah, finance faculty, absolutely. And finance people will see one more thing. Indira ma'am, I'll share because you have written this. Indira ma'am has written, I am finance faculty and fully agreeing with you. Have you seen some institutes force the finance people to teach marketing? That is correct. You have seen. Have you seen the opposite? Marketing person or sales faculty teaching investment banking, can they do it? Okay, you are saying yes, but is it going in the right direction? Please tell me. Professor Vaishali, thank you. Pragati ma'am is telling, sir, I cannot open my mic. Okay, no problem, you are writing it. So it is better. In fact, I'll tell you, even the dual specialization concept is also not great because there is a option A and plan B also. Plan A is I love finance more. So if I get a job, great. Finance will give me more job, more money. Plan B is if I don't get, I will fall in marketing. So these are like going as plan A, plan B kind of thing. I will always say, please, do multitasking and whatever administrative duties you want, etc. But your core strength has to be always nurtured, and that will help you. Okay, any other questions, please? After Mahapatraji's question, actually a lot of talks happen. Any other questions, please? As I said, last thing will be question and answer session. Dr. Ajay said passion is important for corporate. Definitely, you have to love that subject. Yes. Okay.
As per your suggestion, suppose our one of our factory at Novelis, so they are specialized. Suppose one person in electrical domain, one is mechanical domain, one in instrumentation domain, and that's why they are in benchmark.
Correct.
So we Indians, I agree with your proposal, what you are suggesting.
Thank you, sir.
But we Indians are not taking some takeaways from there.
Exactly.
We are doing some experimentally, something like that is happening. That's why we are not as per the developed country and we're developing like that.
Exactly, sir. Because we keep compromising and we keep forcing people to do this, do that, etc. A student who is very good in maybe design or art, we have forced them to become engineers. Or a student who is not good in mathematics, we force them to learn mathematics. We ask them from childhood, how much you have scored in maths, how much you have scored in maths, how much you have scored in maths. That's a very general kind of behavior by us where we screw their life. And I'll tell you, Mahapatraji, why German companies like BMW, Mercedes have become world's #1, or why Toyota has become the largest selling brand in car. I'll just discuss with you. Hopefully, engineering background people will love discussing it. I have taken students many times to Toyota outlet here, not outlet, in fact, the factory, wherein they have an assembly line to assemble the car. And one of my friends is a senior manager there, that's why I have free entry there. In assembly line, you know what happens in assembly line, right? The entire car body moves, and some people put the wheel, some people put the steering, some people put the body. Like that, the car body moves, and finally, when it completes the assembly line, the fully, ready car finished product is coming out. Correct, sir? You know about assembly line, right? In assembly line, people who are fitting wheels, they will not be put next day in steering, because the steering guy knows about steering more. The wheel guy is an expert in wheel. They will never do. It's exactly like if Tata Motors or Mahindra, they make a car, they will not produce tire guys. They will depend for tire to jacket tire, Michelin, or whatever it is. They will not make tires. They will not make car seats. They will make the car only. There are too many items inside the car which they will not make. The Germans, the Japanese, they have done it. That's why highly regarded brands in cars are Mercedes and BMW and Bentley and all this. And highly selling cars are like Toyota, because they have done it. The assembly line, who are specialized, they know their core strength very well. They are only doing it. That's how it becomes good. And in any kind of scientific research also, if you see who are the Nobel Prize winners in physics, chemistry, etc., you'll find out or life sciences, they are concentrating only on one core topic. Everyone doesn't jump into every other field. Now, Corona came, a lot of people started doing COVID research, COVID research. Do you think everybody is doing COVID research? No. The people who are doing cancer research, they're in cancer research only. They have not left that and jumped into COVID research. Isn't it?
Really great insight. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Pragati ma'am has written a lot of things. Let me read that. Sales is the important part in every field, and sales, marketing, and skills need to be practical, and that is essential because no matter how great your product may be, fantastic. Good, Pragati ma'am, thank you very much. As an entrepreneur, I also understand that sales is so important. Those who are in finance or accounts, they know that if you go to the PL account, the first point that comes is sales or revenue, because once that money comes, then only you can talk about COGS and so many things, right? Dr. Patnaik, what you have written, core strength. Absolutely right, sir. Thank you so much. We are left with some 5 minutes or something. Let me ask others have any kind of questions. Dr. Rutu has written, sir, NAP 2020 is focusing and propelling multidisciplinarity. Dr. Rutu, a lot of people ask me questions on NAP. I don't answer them, but let me answer here because it's a great platform. NIT Warangal and faculty are also from different places and different parts of India, different kind of background disciplines or colleges. Let me tell something. NAP right now is about the base. It is not about the master's level or PhD level or research level. It is only about the basic education structure. Basic education structure, instead of 2 years, they made 3 years, 4 years, that little bit of shuffling has happened, no problem, because they are seeing that Japanese students are ahead of us. Or German students are ahead of us. So they have actually done a research and they understood that, okay, school education is very important. School to intermediate and then to the degree, that part, the tender age. That time they want to just shuffle it and experiment. So that is what is NAP. So NAP 2020 doesn't mean that it is there for 100 years. Let us see, because it's an experimentation. It is another experimentation like GST and demonetization. It is not looking like that. That's why we are reacting differently. So NAP is actually for the basic structure, the tender age when the students are learning from school and then stepping into the college and then masters and PhD, and the level that we are in, or the kind of students that we are helping to get placed. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, in that level, NAP has not reached. NAP has not reached to the research level, PhD level, MPhil level, postdoctoral level, or MTech level. It is not defining that part till now. Hope you all have seen NAP and you are understanding my point. Here's Nida ma'am has asked, sir, tell us something about creating content and promoting various platforms. Nida ma'am, this particular thing I took for 8 days in PSR Engineering College, Tamil Nadu. 8 days I was teaching this, so it's a very big thing. But I would say, please, for content, etc., read works, books on of Jack Trout. He's an expert in this. If you read Jack Trout, and you will get to know actually what kind of content should be there, what should be coming in that. Shraddhanjali ma'am said, but sir, some papers are still multidisciplinary statistics. Yeah, you tell me, Shraddhanjali ma'am, you are a statistics faculty. If there is a statistics subject in BSc nursing, fine. But are you teaching nursing there? Definitely not. So classes which have some similarity with mathematics or statistics or data analytics or something, there you can go, Shraddhanjali ma'am. But can you go to BSc nursing and teach them nursing? Definitely not, right? So that's why you stick to your subject. You can teach any. In fact, it matches with you. Shraddhanjali Panda ma'am, your thing is matching with me. Sometimes people laugh at me. I'm going to teach in BHM class and MHM class, that is hotel management. People laugh at me, what you are teaching? I am not teaching them hotel. I am not teaching them how to do cooking also. Okay, so I'm not teaching them that. Yeah. So I am going there for some other thing, general knowledge, behavioral thing, okay, manners and etiquette. Those things I'm covering. I am not going there for teaching them how to cook. When I go there calling me, sir, today I've made Mexican chicken, please try it. That's a different story. But I don't go there to teach hotel management their own core thing. I don't touch them at all. Biostatistics, Dr. Patnaik said, there can be some subject which is good for Madam, I think, Shraddhanjali Madam, that's what actually is written. Okay, Rashmi Pradeep ma'am, thank you. You're asking my name, etc. It is almost end. I think 11:30 we have to end. I'll give my contact, etc. It will be good for you. This is my contact and my full name also. Everyone knows me as professor, so they call me professor, etc. That's their choice. No problem. In one of the FDPs that is coming up in one of the institutes in Coimbatore, they have written Dr. Amlan also. I have not done doctorate, but still they have written. It's a different story that I guide and train a lot of doctorate people also. But thank you very much for asking my full name and contact details. Anybody has any other questions? We are going to end this session, I think, right? Dr. Spurti, we are having that till 11:30, right?
Right, sir.
Sir, may I add to, excuse me, sir, may I add to this NEP your answer?
Dr. Patnaik, you are always adding a lot of value in this session. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So this is regarding the NEP's approach towards multidisciplinary. So what the NEP means over there, it is the multidisciplinary there, it means that it is about flexibility and adaptability. It is not that one should not leave their core domain and do multitasking. It doesn't mean that in that sense. For example, a students of architecture can leave the course program in between and do a course in culinary arts. There is only flexibility to interest. That doesn't mean that he should be out of the situation or out of this one. It focuses on the core domain, but at the same time encourages flexibility and adaptability. That's what it means, the word multidisciplinary in that context. So the interpretation to be made correct. So like genuine PhD or fake PhD. So a PhD might be a genuine one. Everything from university, correct name, roll number, course, and everything is correct. But the candidate doesn't know anything about the subject matter. So there is a fake PhD, but it is a genuine PhD. So it should be in that sense to be interpreted. So that's why I wanted to add, sir. Thank you, sir.
You have been adding a lot of things. I'm really liking it. That's good. Fantastic. Okay, so any other thing, or it is 11:31? I think I can ask.
Should we call it a wrap? In case the participants have any question, thank you for sharing your contact details, and I hope you're all right if they contact you.
Yeah.
For any clarification or questions or anything in the future. All right. So thank you very much, sir. So, if with your permission, can we end the session?
Please.
Great. So thank you again for accepting our invitation for the second time. Yes, your session last year was great. I hope we get to invite you again or in person to the NIT Warangal campus. Hope everything gets absolutely normal so that we could all meet again. Thank you very much for the very nice interactive session. You have been, you've taken us through the journey. You beautifully tied technology, industry, and education together. And I'm so happy that this session is on the last day of the FDP, where you've actually put everything together in one nutshell and presented it to our participants. Thank you for your time, for your patience, and always for your readiness to deliver great sessions as always. Thank you.
I'm very glad. Pleasure is all mine, and I am not able to thank everyone who are all writing here. Great session, value-added session. I'm really sorry that I can't personally tell you thanks for this, but all of you writing this or feeling or thought about it, thank you so much, and thanks for interaction. Thanks to those people who interacted, talked in the session, and didn't stay quiet or muted. Thank you very much. And Dr. Spurti, as usual, I am there for NIT Warangal, no problem. Until this second time, I'm loving it.
Thank you, sir. So participants, that brings us to the end of the first session of the fifth day of the 5-day FDP. We can take a break now. The break will be from 11:33 right now till 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, our next session begins. Please make sure if you're leaving the meeting room to join back by 11:50. Else you can stay back on the call. Thank you again for being great audience, and thank you Amlan sir for being a great presenter and speaker.
Sir, Amlan Chakra, sir, thank you so much, sir.
All right.
Nice
Bye-bye.
meeting you, sir.
Take care. Have a nice day. Have a nice
Thank you.
weekend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes.